sense of justice started to guide not only your struggle here, but our struggle there also.
It links me with the heroic May 18 Gwangju Uprising, which is always a source of inspiration to me.
The tragedy of the Gwangju Democratic Uprising in May 1980 had its beginning in the death of President Park Chung-hee, who had ruled the country as a dictator for 18 years. The people's hope for democratization following the death of the dictator was destroyed by a coup d'etat staged by General Chun Do-hwan to usurp power. General Chun Do-hwan and his junta arrested the civil leader Kim Dae-jung, admired by the people. Sending in military special forces, they killed many citizens with guns, bayonets, and violent acts who had peaceful demonstrations and assemblies demanding that Kim Dae-jung be released and that martial law be lifted. But the citizens of Gwangju did not give up. Enraged by the brutality, they clenched their fists and held the city as a community of liberated Gwangju for 10 days, driving out martial law forces. But finally, in the early morning hours of May 27, 1980, the military regained control of the city by sending in tanks and helicopters. Chun Do-hwan became president in the aftermath, but the citizens of Gwangju went on a long journey of resistance in order to reveal the truth about the massacre and call those responsible for it to justice. It took as long as 17 years to do so. The struggle was long and difficult, but was worth it. But history was on the side of the citizens of Gwangju. Eventually, the leaders of the coup and the following massacre of Gwangju, former presidents Chun Do-hwan and his successor, No Tae-woo, were taken to court, sentenced and imprisoned. Kim Dae-jung, who was sentenced to death, became the 15th president of the Republic of Korea and won the Nobel Peace Prize. In addition, the cemetery for the victims was upgraded into the National Cemetery. Furthermore, in order to honor resistance, democracy, human rights, and the spirit of peace, the 518 Memorial Foundation was established to unfold a series of memorial projects. The Gwangju City Hall, the 518 Memorial Foundation, and Cheonam National University have put all efforts in systematically collecting and preserving all documentation on the Democratic Uprising, including all sorts of documents from the government, the military, court records, civil publications, photographs and videos, but also printed matter voluntarily published by the citizens during the uprising and mementos of the fallen citizens. All sorts of material, tangible and intangible, on the movement have been continuously collected and preserved. These documents are very significant in that they are an important heritage to be handed down to the next generations. They show in a vivid manner how unjust the acts of power clamping down on human rights are, and that they killed so many people. In particular, the documents of the May 18th uprising reveal not only the statements and declarations in the urgent situations, but also the channels of communication among the citizens, even in the press control of the military. The citizens of Gwangju and the Republic of Korea have great hopes that these documentations will be registered to the UNESCO Memory of the World Program, in order that they may be shared with all mankind. The documentations will be preserved and presented in the halls of the old provincial government building of Jeollanam-do Province, which played a central role during the events of 1980.